All right, hey everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So we're finally getting caught up on some Shonen Jump stuff this weekend. So it's quite a bit of backlog to get through. So we got some Akane-Banashi, Kaiju number 8, and Goku Rakugage to get around to. Read-throughs will be back sometime next weekend once I've had a little bit of a chance to recuperate. Because these last few weeks have been hectic just with work life and a combination of saddle kicking my ass. But hopefully we'll be getting back into a regular schedule again. So yeah, like I said, a lot of good content going to be coming your way next couple of weeks. So if you haven't already, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But without further ado, let us get into it with the Akane-Banashi story 137. To hell with it. By art by Takamasa Moe, story by Yuki Tsunaga, with Rakugo supervision by Keiki Hayashiya, translation by Stephen Paul, and lettering by Sneeron. And again, absolutely phenomenal cover page. I love the artwork on that. Especially love this art style. Totally phenomenal. But yeah, we pick up with where we left off last time with Kuroku meeting with the previous Moroku. As he's doing a calligraphy, I assume, with stains do not fade. Moroku is the namesake of Kashiwaya. Moroku and Enso from San Mate are the twin pillars of Edo Rakugo. I cannot allow for Moroku to be spoiled in my waning years. Your apprentices are unbefitting of Moroku's lineages. Leave the stories of jumped up ruffians made right to the other schools. What we seek is purity. And you see him like pulling out the letters for clinging to the old ways. And he goes, those who undermine the dignity of Rakugo do not belong in my school. And you see as he's like stepping out, Kuroko steps outside, like looking up at the sky. He's like, the upcoming Kashiwa End is a chance to show the world how Moroku is passed down. You will take the stage as a traditional performer of the classics. I'll wait till the end before I kind of post my thoughts on that. And he thinks back to when he first was that the Moroku, like yeah, hugging him as he came back from the war, going, "Kuroku, I'm glad you've come back alive. So very glad." And he thinks about like his little, his apprentices just like having a little like fun, like as they're together eating. And he just kind of thinks about it, Rahaha. It's like, to hell with it. And you see as he goes to Kashiwa, and you see like a lineup of people waiting outside to get into the theater. You have two adult tickets. It's like, well, clothes make the man. For a couple of hooligans, you two look pretty sharp. And you see like both Isho and Shiguma dressed up in their nice Rakugo clothes. Yeah, that hurt. What about your restaurant? It's like, it's like, doesn't this hoppy look cool on me? And you have the Shoba Shop ladies like, this is your first ever performance, right? Of course I closed the restaurant to come see you two. And you see, aw, Kiyoye. He's like, hey. And you see Aurora just kind of like tugging on his sleeve with, where's Kuroku? I want to see him. He's like, oh, that's not happening. He's too busy putting on the event. And you see, I was just giving her a little look. Shiguma's just like, oh, blushing. He's like, ah. Like, why could I never tell her no? And you hear, why are they here? It's like, rahaha, why not? They're my apprentices. It's like, master. It's like, and they're performing. And you see Shiguma's just waiting outside of his dressing room with, I'll just wait here. And the young Moroku's like, I heard from master. In exchange for giving you the Moroku name, you're supposed to expel those two apprentices for him. You see Shiguma outside shocked by this. As Kuroko's like, yeah, he did say that. It's like, then why are they on the bill? It's like, I told you already. It's like, it wasn't a real answer. It's like, I don't want them to be expelled either. But surely you know how Master feels about the name Moroku. Kashiwa-en is a very special event to pass on Moroku while he's still alive. It's literally a once-in-a-lifetime event for him. And not only are you not expelling them, you're putting them on stage? For as much as Master loves you, he might expel you instead, Anisan. Are you still gonna side with your apprentices? And you see Shiguma just like outside shocked by all of his revelations. And Kuroko's like, I made up my mind. And then Shiguma barges in with a, you can't do it! He's like, how long have you... He's like, master, he's like, forget it. We don't need to perform. You don't need to do this for us. You've already done enough. Thinks back like all the lessons and like the bonding experience as they've had. He's like, master, you were responsible for raising us into proper human beings. And you see he's like shaking with like tears streaming down his face as he just does like a dogeza and he's like, please expel us. We were the ones who made that mistake. We can clean up our own mess. And what's wrong with, Kuroko goes, and what's wrong with making a mistake? And he thinks back to the other Moroku telling him, stains do not fade. It's like when you got a stain on your honor, a Rakugoka spins that story into comedy gold. It's like, rahaha, don't put that weight on your back. We have different vantage points, simple as that. And the younger Moroku's like, please reconsider. Master wouldn't care if you weren't in the Moroku line. If you have to cut ties with each other, there's still a way for all three of you to continue in Rakugo. I think Suyun Sakuroko was saying, your art is your humanity. If I betray myself, then my art is dead and everything with it. It's the one thing I can't go back on. It's like, now, you boys, will you grant my personal request? And you see us, still standing outside, like just nervously tapping his finger. And Kuroko's like, Raha, you nervous? He's like, huh? He's like, what? That's what you wanted to say to me? He's like, aha, you are nervous, huh? It's like, of course I'm nervous, idiot. It's like, I have to prove myself worthy to Master Moroku. And he's like, look, don't take it so hard. It's your long-awaited first show. Go out there and have fun. You have, against a backdrop of nerves, elation, and tears, you have, yes, sir, the man who would later be known as the greatest of his generation, Isho Arakawa, took the stage for the first time. Oh, God. Hard to guess. Quick thoughts on this chapter. So again, not much more to say. Like the very beginning, kind of just like again emphasize like the conservativeness of Rakugo and kind of like the idea of like preserving your lineage and honor and like things like that. But I think the thing with the rest of it is it feels like it's speed running too much through the relationship development between Kuroko, Isho, and Shiguma. Like it feels like we're just speed running through and it's kind of like dropping in like the flashbacks of them like eating food together and like bonding, like playing games and stuff to kind of force an emotional connection. And I wish it spent like a little bit more time actually showing these interactions rather than just kind of like telling us like, oh, they're so close and bonded and like, like they do anything for each other kind of thing. So like it just a lot of the emotional stuff in this chapter, like Shiguma tearing up and everything, feels kind of flat, especially with Kuroko being like, I'm willing to put my life and like career on the line for the both of you. A lot of it I think feels flat because there just wasn't enough setup done to kind of establish the closeness of the relationship, the closeness and like the development of the relationship between them. See, I don't know why it feels like they're speed running through this a little bit too much and trying to get to the end of it, so it's like making feels a little lacking. Apart from that, I do wonder if Isho's gonna do some kind of like betrayal. I don't know whether it's gonna go to Moroku and do something else, or if it's gonna be like Shiguma tries to pass on his art, like Isho decides not to try to like take it on or something. Like there's got to be some kind of betrayal. I feel like that happens with him specifically that led to him not wanting to pass on Shiguma's art to him. So we'll see what happens with that. But I'm hopefully we're gonna actually see a performance from Isho, like even if it is just like his kind of like debut amateur one. I'm kind of curious to see like what exactly his style is gonna be. But yeah, apart from that, not much else to say about this chapter. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed. Like I mentioned at the beginning, if you do enjoy these videos, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I mentioned, a lot of good stuff will be coming your way the next couple of weeks. So until next time, this is Ash. Talk to you all later.